All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
OTB here, hour number 2. Talked a lot of football, a lot of NFL in hour number 1, and it is your season, your shot. The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. From first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. So, right now is a great time with all the football going on, right? So, and download, make sure that the app's all updated,
Yep.
right? Matt told you about that a couple of weeks
so
ago.
Frustrating.
Remember,
minute to kick off.
New customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly, plus score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensing partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only, and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right.
Might have been my best one.
You don't do that. Like, if you throw a good pass, you can be like, oh, you don't see that? Oh, see that ball?
Some people do.
I guess you are that
When it
guy.
comes to reading fast, I do it.
You could just let it be. All right. So we all know this is a Florida hate show.
We hate them.
We don't like them anyway.
We don't like them.
We don't like them this week, that week, any week, right? But certainly when it's Florida hate week. All right. Now, it's earlier than normal. Normally, this is an October game. It's a little bit deeper into the season. Maybe sometimes you'll get into September. I don't really know. I know it's never this early, but it is this year. Okay. And you have an LSU football team that is 2-0. You have an LSU football team that has one of the best wins in the country so far this year on the road against the Clemson team that was a top 5 team. You have a team here in Baton Rouge that's got a defense that looks like a defense of yesteryear, one that we hadn't seen.
An inspired defense.
We hadn't seen it in a while. You've got a defense that wants to impose their will on their opponent every play, not every game, every play. It's a lot of fun. You got a quarterback that is a Heisman contender. In fact, he's a front runner for the Heisman Trophy. So a lot of things to be excited about. And you got an opportunity before you have another in-state school game in a couple of weeks to go out there and let Florida know just how much you don't like the Florida Gators. And so I would encourage everybody that has tickets, or even if you don't have tickets to the game and you just want to go tailgate, like, I'd encourage you to go out there and just fill up campus. SEC Nation's going to be here. If Florida would have beat South Florida, you probably would have had game day. They didn't hold up their end of the bargain, but still, SEC Nation's going to be here. And your head coach, Brian Kelly, had this to say about this upcoming game against Florida.
You know, we're in Tiger Stadium. And so we need to be Death Valley. We need to live up to our resume as the most difficult place to play in the country because it's SEC time. So you had your warm-up tailgates. You know, you got your recipes down. You got how much you need for drinking. Now, let's go get it. Let's make Tiger Stadium what it has been built on, and that is an incredibly difficult place to play. And so that's my first shout out to our fan base. We need you this weekend. And then we'll provide the standard of in terms of how we need to play. And
Very well said.
Very well said.
That's challenging. your fan base. It is.
Yep.
Look, I went to the game this weekend. Obviously, Alondra went to the game. There's a lot of people there this weekend. Like, traffic was kind of bad. I get it. I understand. I know it's traffic. We live in Baton Rouge. We have that every day. But we need to live up to Death Valley and Tiger Stadium and the number one atmosphere, right? This is Florida under the lights. I don't care what the score is. Like, sit in your seat, stand up in your seat, whatever you want to do, and just cheer your ass off for 60 minutes. I would challenge everybody to give Florida your absolute best. Mm-hmm. Show up early, tailgate all day, be there all day, fill up campus. There's not a better feeling in the world than when you go to a football game on campus at LSU, and when you walk onto campus at 10 a.m., you already feel the electricity for a night game. If you could bottle it up and sell it, you can name your price. That's what this weekend should be inside of Tiger Stadium, outside of Tiger Stadium, all day, the entire day. Like, that's what this should be. And then once you get there, stay there. Stay there. Like, look, I understand what the game was last weekend. I know that it was, you never really pulled away, but you were always going to win the game. I understand it, but I don't want to see that. Like, I don't want to see that in the fourth quarter where it's like you can count the number of fans. Like, I fully challenge you to come early, stay for the game, cheer your butt off, and let Florida know just how much all of us collectively hate them, dislike them very much. Like, let them know. Like, be fully throated the entire game. Because for Louisiana Tech, y'all showed up pretty early, and y'all were there for the beginning of the game for a non-conference game. But let's have that and then some, and then stay the entire game and cheer your butt off for 60 minutes.
Yeah, they were there, Louisiana Tech, weren't there for a long time. They were there for a good time, which it was.
I actually told Hunt that I felt like more people stayed than usual.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Still a lot of yellow
more
seats
than
on TV.
normal for a non-conference game, but still, guys, come on.
We still need more people to just stay the whole game.
That's why
the traffic really is not that bad.
I mean, it's going to kind of be what it is.
We
anyways.
know what it is. Yeah. It's traffic.
Yeah.
It's contraflow, stinks. Like,
but if you beat Florida,
you
can go to your car and maybe you have one, cold pop, and you sit there and you just wait it out, and you can watch Pac-12 after dark if that was still a thing.
That's right.
Well, there's like
ACC after dark.
East or what is it?
West Coast.
Yeah. There's an 11 p.m. game this weekend.
Oh, nice.
On the West Coast.
That's how. That's
watch that.
That's how the bettors get it back right there.
That's how Flynn catches up for missing on the other games is betting Hawaii.
That's right. Well, you got to get it back somehow. But I hate Florida. Always do. Make no qualms about it. Dislike them. But I love the rivalry. I love that they're there. I love that they're there to hate. I've never been so mad at Florida losing a football game than this past weekend. I didn't want them to lose that game.
I didn't.
I wanted them to win that game. I wanted them to come in here with some confidence. I wanted them to come in here with another win. I wanted LSU, when we stomped them this weekend, I wanted it to look better on paper than them coming off a loss to South Florida. Because I know that subconsciously fan bases do look at matchups. No matter what the logo is on the opposing team's helmet, they look at the record. They look at the matchups. They look to see the win-loss record just as much. Maybe you could admit to that. Maybe you can't, but subconsciously it is. But we spent all offseason arguing and fighting another fan base and going back and forth on social media about who the real Death Valley is. Well, we proved that one Death Valley is fake. And we proved that we hold the rights to Death Valley, but you can only hold it as long as you can prove it. So I challenge everybody to prove it this weekend. Brian Kelly just gave you permission to drink as many pops as you want. It's preferred. Get out there, be loud, be early. Like, there's nothing as an opposing team more intimidating than when you walk out for a pregame warm-up in your full pads. You're trying to, get a feel for the field, the grass, the environment, what the air feels like, the noise I'm feeling, where where the lights are. You're testing everything out. You are getting ready for the game in a foreign environment that you don't get to practice. When the crowd is filled up in Rowdy during preseason or pregame warmups, when both teams are out on the field before they go to the locker room before the game, I challenge everybody to get out there for that. Be loud. Make that environment special this weekend. It is the first SEC game, and it's in Tiger Stadium. It's at night.
It's
what
Florida.
else can we ask for?
My God.
Are you kidding me? We have a Heisman contender. We have a great team. We finally have a defense that we can be proud of, that we can cheer for, that flies around and fights like a tiger. Like, we have everything. Everything's out in front of us. We can do it. This team can do anything that they want to do this season. Everything's out there in front, but we need the crowd to show up. And I challenge, like I said, we've been arguing about the real Death Valley. We'll prove it. Make everyone believe it. Make there no doubts about it. It needs to come alive this weekend. And by alive, I mean it needs to be crazy.
Yep.
So get out there all day. Party. Have fun. But get in there early and be smart about when you're loud. And I'm telling you, be loud when the Florida Gators are on the field warming up for that game.
And look, I don't know. I have no idea what the process is, but if you haven't already selected guest captains for this game, let's roll out Leonard Fournette, Tyrann Mathieu, and Brad Wing for this game. How does that sound? Right?
I'll take it.
Tyrann, you can pick him any game, but against Florida in 2011, he had a sack and a half, an interception, 2 TBUs, and a couple of punt returns. Leonard Fournette in 2015, 31 carries for 180 yards and 2 tuds. And then Brad Wing, the touchdown that should have been counted that wasn't. So,
what about Adai? What about Joe Adai?
Call Joe Adai, too. I think he's in Houston. It's right down the road. In 2004, Joe Adai beat Florida basically kind of by himself. We ran the same play over and over again, and they knew it was coming, and they couldn't do a damn thing about it. And that was in the swamp. So let's go Leonard Fournette, Tyrann Mathieu, Brad Wing, Joe Adai, guest captains. Let's line the guest captains up with the opponent and who it is. And also, when you announce who the guest captains are on the field, give me 5 seconds of them dominating the Florida Gators as you announce them to get the crowd kind of juiced up and ready to go. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me. Like, I just got some chill bumps thinking about, like, the early parts of the game. When, like, that whole guest captain situation, the team's already run on the field, the crowd is lighting up. Oh, man, I got chill bumps thinking about it. I can't wait to be there. We will be there. I'll be in Death Valley. I'll be in the stadium.
And also,
I'm not going to be in one of those suites. I'm going to be out there in the bowl, feeling it, feeling the energy.
I don't know what Ty Davis Price's current situation is. I know he was with the Eagles. I don't know where he's currently at, so I apologize for that. But if he's available, have him on the field too, because he just ran another counter right up their donkey for the school record of yards in a game. So have him out there too. You can play 10 seconds of his highlights because there's not enough time in 5 seconds to show what he did against Florida. So, like, have all of those guys on the field and show why they're there. And then it is a gold game.
Is it a gold game?
So wear gold.
All right. Yellow? I got a yellow shirt.
Why would you say the yellow?
Well, my shirt's yellow.
It's
It's
purple
like
and gold.
But it's a fact. My shirt is yellow.
Don't ruin this segment.
All right. That's on me.
It sure as hell ain't on me.
It's on the color, really, if you think about it.
Nope, it's purple and gold. University gold's the color, bud.
I got it. My shirt must not be the proper color then.
It's not
yellow.
official.
Anyway, Florida stinks. Definitely not hydrated.
Is that where you draw the line?
I draw the line.
I was about to say, if they're hydrated, I'm going to punch you in your chest.
I'll draw the line. Actually, give me a call.
I swear, if you ever hydrate them, I'm taking this hat off and I'm burning it on air.
I think they got some popsicles this year, actually.
Jesus.
No drinks, though. No drinks for them.
Popsicles are really good, though.
Oh, my gosh.
That was good, though. I can't wait for this.
Let's see.
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I can feel it. Calling Baton Rouge.
I can feel it too.
Calling Baton Rouge is going to light up the air.
Jamie, yes, I am now officially official in the broadcast booth. I guess yes. Last year was kind of an interim basis, but yeah, I'll be there every game.
Were you just kind of in the booth last year?
Well, I was filling in for Doug.
Okay.
Yeah. I had agreed to do the road games, but it turned into doing the full season interim basis. And then I got the tag removed prior to this season.
Good.
It's so funny how LSU announces things. Like, I'm flying home Sunday. I guess the article came out like Saturday, before the first game, and my mom calls me. Hey, did you, the guy you work with, Jacob Hester, did you see his new gig? And I was like, am I missing something here?
I know.
Like, what do you mean new gig? I was like, did he leave too? The T-Bob just left. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's reading it to me. And
Did
I'm like,
he leave too?
I'm like, that's not news. She goes, what do you mean? I was like, he did that last year. But I was like, LSU just announcing stuff.
Well,
T-Bob gave Tay abandonment issues.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
did.
I started getting a bunch of text messages on Friday or Saturday, whenever that happened. It was congratulations. I'm like, what I miss?
Right.
What happened? Tell me
Jim didn't
everything.
even know.
So no, I didn't know either.
Good for you. Congratulations.
No, thank you. Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you. I am very excited. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
How many pencils?
You
Did
do
you break
great.
any pencils this weekend?
I didn't break any pencils.
No?
I
You didn't
did
care
not.
enough.
I did not. I stood up the whole game though. I did stand up. I was kind of pacing back and forth a little bit. I was
Okay.
Mumbling to
I'm
myself.
kind of disappointed. You didn't care enough about the last game to break pencils.
I didn't break any against Clemson either.
Oh,
Now, last Florida game, that was a record. You remember, like, in middle school, you used to call, I forget the brand of the pencils. You used to call did y'all play, pencil whack?
Yeah,
Where you tried to break the pencil?
Pencil break, but yeah.
Whatever. What was the name of,
Just like Bic.
No, it's kind of like the not expensive pencils. Those like $3, but
Sure.
I would have gone through 14 of those during last year's Florida game.
Ticonderoga.
I would have broken 14 of those.
That's the good ones.
Yeah.
Those are the good ones.
So here's
Those are
to
the ones
not
that Lee
breaking
Corso uses.
any pencils during the broadcast, because that means things are going well for the Tigers. Show up, be there all day, stay all day, cheer on the Tigers, and wear gold. More OTB when we come back here, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench. Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you got to let me know.
Should I stay or should I go? All right, welcome back in OTB Tuesday morning.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Is this the first time this has been a bump?
Maybe.
First I've ever heard it.
I mean, it's almost
being a
as
bump
good as
song.
Ja Rule, but
Dude, you got to get out of this Ja Rule stuff. Did
He
you
started
watch
playing it this
Firefest or
morning.
something?
hey, I played it. You weren't here.
Did you watch the documentary or something? And
I
now
didn't.
you got Ja Rule in the mind.
It just life's a circle, I've just circled back around to Ja Rule. Oh, my lady,
He played Living It Up this morning, yeah.
While he's playing Ja Rule in his head, you should go to Rouses.com. Rouses.com. We'll be at Rouses every single Friday during the football season, the entire show. So come hang out, come see us. Go to Rouses.com, though, to find your weekly offers. Any specials they got going on. There is a Rouses near you. So just go to the website, type in your zip code. It's going to pull up that one that is nearest to you. And then you find those weekly deals and make sure you take full advantage. They always got something great going on over at Rouse's. Again, we'll be there every single Friday during the football season. You can pick up your My High there as well. I mean, they got so many great options right there while we're sitting doing the show on Friday, right? They got the breakfast bar. They've got all the things going on in front of us. It makes us really hungry. A lot of people have actually come and sat down and had their breakfast and listened to the show, which is kind of cool. So you can do that as well. What better Friday to do it than Florida week? So come hang out with us this Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. We'll be at Rouse's on Burbank. All right, through through week 2 of college football, heading into week 3. So if you count week 0 as well, but record versus non-conference Power 4 teams. The SEC 8-2, the Big 10 4-3, the Big 12 4-6, and the ACC 3-9. But with that being said, there's a lot of people that still believe there is an SEC bias in this last AP top 25, because you got some teams that entered the top 25 for the first time at 24 and 25, the Auburn Tigers and the Mizzou Tigers. Arizona State drops out. Well, shouldn't have lost to Mississippi State. Florida drops out. That's an SEC team that dropped out. Mississippi State actually gets a lot of momentum. They get 52 votes in the AP top 25, but Arizona State, Florida, SMU drop out. 2 SEC teams enter. I mean, SEC's done really well. They've done really well in these Power 4 contests. I mean, obviously LSU's got the biggest win against Clemson, but
I mean, you got 4 SEC teams in the top 10.
But look, I mean, as far as like the Big Ten,
the coaches top
you got
10,
1,
AP.
2, and 4.
Notre Dame.
So, do we think there is a clear top contender in the SEC, or with 10 teams in the top 25, do we feel like it's as wide open as it's been in a long time?
Well, it is certainly more wide open than it has been in a long time.
So right now you've got LSU at 3, you've got Georgia at 6, you've got Texas at 7, South Carolina at 11, Oklahoma at 13, Tennessee at 15, A&M at 16, Ole Miss at 17, Alabama at 19, and then 24 and 25, Auburn and Mizzou. I actually think it's as wide open as it's been in a long time.
It has.
Because
I think it is, too.
like so many
Coach Saban not being there.
I mean, not only
That's
Coach
the big
Saban, but for Kirby Smart in Georgia too.
Yeah.
I mean, let's give them their flowers. Back-to-back national champs. They won the SEC last year, but even Georgia right now, they feel like, I mean, they didn't pull away from Austin Peay. The Governors gave them a little bit of a fight. So I do think it is as wide open as it's been. And LSU's right now the top-ranked team out of the SEC.
Wait, is that really their mascot?
Yeah.
The Governors, yeah.
The Governors.
The
No,
Governors.
it's why in the offseason we always had to preface and say, guys, we're not saying this because we're LSU fans. They're the only team that is considered a top team talent-wise with a returning quarterback. Look at the returning quarterbacks. Like Lagway's returning, didn't start a full season. Florida has a brutal schedule. Blake Shapen's back. Mississippi State's not going to be any good. It just is what it is. And then you look at some of the top schools, Texas, Archie Manning, new starter, Georgia, Gunnar Stockton, Alabama, Ty Simpson. Like the teams that are at the top of the conference with elite playmakers are breaking in brand new quarterbacks. The returning quarterbacks, they don't have a lot around them. Like that's why coming into the season, you look at LSU and you're like, they're the only team with a mixture of both. So like, I like LSU at the top of that, but yeah, the conference is wide open because the experienced quarterbacks are on lesser teams.
And I think that the concern a handful of years ago, or maybe a little bit less than that, with the NIL, the pay for play, paying players, I think the concern was that college football becoming so top heavy because only the schools with a lot of money, the top dogs, would be able to afford players. The lower schools would not be able to compete against them. The opposite has happened. More parity has come to college football. Like everybody, like from top to bottom, even your teams that are at the bottom, they can win any single week. And it has created this world to which the SEC is absolutely wide open. And I know like the easy finger to point is, well, Saban's gone. But you're right. Kirby Smart and Georgia deserve they deserve their flowers as well. But I believe that it is just this whole world that we live in that nobody like loves the spirit of it, right? Of the amateurism being taken away from the college sport and all that stuff. We can old man on the lawn that all we want, but the fact of the matter is it's a better product on the field. The product on the field is still really good, And it is awesome to go into a season in the SEC where you got this many teams in the top conference, in the top 25, everybody with a legit chance to win the SEC. You don't know how it's going to play out, which is awesome. And this whole pay-for-play thing, however you feel about it, you cannot argue that it has had kind of the opposite effect that we all thought it was going to have at the beginning, which was college football is going to become so top-heavy, it's not fun. Well, the opposite has happened, and it has actually spread the love everywhere, and nobody can argue with the product that is shown to us every single week.
Is there any team, before we take a break, is there any team in that top 25 of the SEC, so 10 teams, is there any team that you didn't have being this successful and you actually maybe put them in a category of being championship relevant in the SEC, not national, but in the SEC?
I have one. Oklahoma.
Yeah, the top two, coming to mind, I mean, Auburn cracks the top 25 at 24. They're not championship ready, but who had that? And Oklahoma being 13. Right now, if we had to pick a Heisman winner right now,
it's John
I would be
Mateer.
against John
And
Mateer.
we knew the talent was there, but
How would he
Pac-2
translate?
ain't the SEC. It's not.
Yeah.
And then you lost Bauer Sharp, you lost Nick Anderson, you even lost Jackson Arnold, which they hated him, but he started a lot of games. Brent Venables' offense hadn't looked good in a couple of years, but you bring in Mateer.
Right.
And Arbuckle to call plays.
And he transferred to, the transfer of his talent from one. You just never know how it's going to. He did great at Washington State. You never know. And, of course, they haven't played SEC yet, so you still don't know. We don't know how good Michigan is. We clearly, as a one brain cell before the season, didn't think that they were going to be that good. So how good are they really? I guess we'll see September 20th. I guess that'll be their first SEC test against Auburn. But if you're having to gun to my head who's going to win the Heisman right now, it's John Mateer as of right now. We'll see once SEC play starts. But yeah, that's a surprising one right there. But it's anybody's for the taking right now.
Can I interest anyone in a Missouri Tigers?
Nope.
Beat Kansas.
Wow.
Border war. No, so I can't.
Not a real team.
They've got Louisiana Lafayette coming up this weekend. Then you got South Carolina.
South Carolina game. That'll be the tell.
Yeah.
At home.
I also think that the game they have this weekend versus Vanderbilt is going to be interesting too, because South Carolina struggled.
South Carolina
against
Vandy's going to be awesome.
Virginia Tech, yeah.
It's going to be a great game. So for Missouri, they do have Louisiana Lafayette, South Carolina at home, UMass at home, Alabama at home. Remember, they don't leave Como until October the 18th, and when they go on the road to Jordan-Hare and take on the Auburn Tigers. Now, they got Auburn and Vandy back-to-back weeks on the road, but I'm just saying. Now looking at Alabama, that game, it looks more winnable certainly than it did at home. Top 25 team. Don't sleep on drink.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, cool.
This guy loves Caleb Williams, but he won't let me talk about
That schedule
Mizzou.
is pretty.
It's all at home.
Yeah.
It was great last year,
Very
too.
easy.
Shout out to whoever the hell gets to make the Missouri schedule. Give those guys a pay raise.
No, don't. Fire them.
I mean, they played against a rival in Kansas out of the Big 12.
That was cool.
You talk about a 3-game stretch, though. They're at Auburn, at Vandy, and then they host Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's their toughest one
Yeah.
for sure. Well, Mississippi State. Who knows what that looks like now?
Yeah, true.
I mean, that certainly was
and
a
then
game.
they
Let's
are
go,
at
Levy.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And then they close out the season at Arkansas.
They just have to win their home games.
Yeah.
You got to take advantage of not
Right.
going on the road until October the 18th.
And I mean,
And then if you split your away games, then you're part of the conversation. So just want to bring up Missouri because I know how much Matt hates the Show Me State.
You love Missouri, dude.
I don't know, because
Why don't you go call their games?
They didn't ask me.
You would, for sure.
What Matt doesn't understand is
If you could go back to high school, would you go to Missouri?
no,
Would you choose Missouri?
no, I don't even know if I ever talked to
If
Missouri.
he could do it all over again, Jacob Esther would go to Missouri.
When somebody asks you
Unreal.
before the season, hey, who's your sleeper pick in the SEC? You come up with one. And then you follow that team. And then you update the people on how that team's doing. Because if you're wrong, at least here on this show, you got to be like, phew, I missed that one. I was totally off on that one. And then if they're good, you're like, yeah, I could see that. I understand why. And so it's not like you're just,
Well, there's a difference between explaining yourself and then and the emotions that come with it, like the little couple extra adjectives you throw in there, how you wax poetically, you go on about them. Like you can tell when somebody likes somebody or loves somebody. You can tell.
I like Drake.
Like my sleeper pick was Auburn. I don't sit here and talk about how much I love Auburn.
Yeah, because they beat your Baylor Bears. You're still bitter about it.
Sleeper pick.
Name me 5 players for the Auburn Tigers.
Yep.
Exactly. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
Hugh Freeze. He play?
Bo Jackson, Roddy Brown, Cadillac Williams,
Boom.
Cole Kublik.
Jason Campbell.
There you go. Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting. Every single thing is available. So if you want to go watch the Tigers play on the road this year, if you want to go to Oxford, if you want to go to Tuscaloosa, maybe you want to go to Norman, Oklahoma, maybe you've never been there before, it is not too early to go ahead and reserve that rental. So just call Miss Lisa Sessions in that rental department. Let her know what you're looking for. She'll make sure that rental gets reserved. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com.
Yeah, if you're tailgating, how about maybe rent a little Toyota Tundra that actually has a tailgate, pop it down, and they make them these days with like the outlets right there. You can plug in a little television, watch the games as you tailgate. You can grill, you can chill right there in a rental Toyota, whatever it is. Go to their website, go see them on Airline near Goodwood, All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Butane in my veins and a mouth to cut the chunky with the plastic eyeballs. Spray paint the vegetables, dog food stalls with the beefcake pantyhose. Kill the headlights and put it in neutral. Stock car flaming with the loser and the cruise control. Babies in Reno with the
All right, welcome back in, OTB. This was the cassette single that I brought home because Grandma bought it, and the parents said, "Oh, really? You got one over on Grandma? Let's play that. Let's see what that says." The old parentals didn't like the message that old Beck was sending, but great song. Yeah, they took that real quick. I got this, and my brother got Busta Rhymes, got You All in Check, and both those got confiscated.
Yeah, of all the songs that like I look back at, it's a rough one. The drop on that, the lyrics. It's a great song.
Great song.
But the lyrics,
Yeah,
if
well, when you're a youth,
when you're a youth, you don't really like listen to the lyrics. You just like
it.
the melody. But yeah, that's not a great message. Not a great message.
All right, so I'm going to throw it back to Tay-Tay. So one of the great bright spots for the New Orleans Saints Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals was Julian Blackmon. I mean, he was all over the place. What a great signing. The day I went to training camp, I'm like, man, this guy's been here for like 10 minutes. He looks great. What's the latest there, Tay-Tay, with Julian Blackmon?
Yeah, it appears Julian Blackmon appears that he is done for the entire season. Kellen Moore said that
cool.
This shoulder injury looks like it's going to be a season-long issue. Word is torn labrum, which is something he suffered last season as well. Guys, we got to stop talking good about Saints players.
Yep.
Because we did this with Traden Welch, and he got cut 30 seconds after we talked about him.
Yep.
Yesterday, we came on here and was like, hey, for how short of a time he's been with the Saints, Julian Blackmon looked good. Well, he's likely done for the season as well. So, tough blow for the Saints. Maybe the only positive is how good Jonas Sanker has looked. So he could slide right in there. Sanker and Howden. Because you had to replace Tyron 3 weeks before the season.
And they did it with Blackmon.
Now Blackman's out, but you have Jordan Howden, you have Jonas Sanker. You can piece this thing together.
Saints. Gosh, get some good luck. Ross has a great write-up about it on LouisianaSports.net, so you can check that out. It talks about maybe what the Saints are going to do now moving forward. So with a torn labrum, if this was end of November, even early December, I bet that he would say, let's ride. We're good. We'll figure it out. I tore my labrum on Christmas Day. We played against the Titans, and we had already clinched the playoffs. And they were like, hey, we'll play. We'll give you some medicine. We'll get some Toradol, and we'll figure it out after the season. Like, that's something we'll worry about later because we're at the back end of the season, so you can play with that, Week 1, torn labrum, that's tough for a safety that's just continuing to obviously make hits with his shoulder and
is
continue to get worse.
Is a labrum, maybe something we can ask Doc tomorrow. It's a labrum. I assume you can tear something worse, or if it's just, but there's parts of your body. It's like once it's hurt, it's hurt. You're not risking any damage to any other body part. It can't go any worse, and those are the types of injuries you usually play through.
Yeah,
there's always decisions to be made if you have a slight tear or some sort of injury that you can certainly hurt it worse,
right,
or that injury can lead to a more severe something. That's when decisions have to be made. But I'd be interested to know about the labrum. It sounds, muscle tears, usually you can hurt those things worse. So, you gotta shut it down and get that right, especially for a safety too. Coming downhill, the hits only keep getting bigger in the NFL every single year. People keep getting stronger and faster. I was watching the game last night, and just this weekend, just Sunday, I was like, looked at Lacey, and I was like, football looks painful. It looks like it hurts out there.
That's a big blow. Yeah. Yeah, well,
if you're wondering.
I'm glad you said it, not me. That's a big blow. That's a huge blow for the New Orleans Saints. Certainly somebody, again, that's been not only a bright spot in week 1, but really like the day he got to the training facility, like he was a bright spot. So we'll update you on like the 49ers injuries as well. Nick Underhill will join us coming up in about 15 minutes from now. Let's go ahead and take a break, though, because when we come back, let's get to a little OTB Mailbag. Get those questions inside the Bayou 4 chat. We'll answer them when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to gcopnet.com. That is the website for Gulf Coast Office Products, the leader in Louisiana. And it is in New Orleans. It is in Baton Rouge, Mandeville, Lafayette, multiple locations. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you see there the Pelicans, the Saints, LSU, the Raging Cajuns, everybody in Louisiana, right? They are the trusted partner. Because, as we tell you, it's not just about documents anymore. It's about managing and hosting the information your company needs to grow and thrive in the years ahead. Go to the website, gcopnet.com.
That's right, Gulf Coast Office Product, your workplace efficiency lifeline. They can handle whatever the size business office you have, whether it's law firms, engineering firms, schools, universities, banks, hospitals, medical service, or maybe you just have a little Cajun basement, a little office above the garage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the size is. They can help you. You get first-class service, great people to work with. That is Gulf Coast Office Products, gcopnet.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. Let's get to a little OTB Mailbag.
Special delivery! I have this special delivery for off the bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
We'll be writing to you.
The internet. What the is the internet?
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Why does Austin Thomas wear a headset on the sidelines during the game? Isn't he an administrator? He's the general manager. I would assume, and I don't know this, but I would assume maybe just the operations of it, just an extra ear, just...
Yeah, I kind of wondered the same thing.
Maybe even like... maybe he's got the chart. Maybe he's in charge of the chart, the fourth down chart, the when to go for two chart. I don't know that. I'm just speculating.
There's usually
I can try to find out.
There's usually somebody on a staff. In the
Typically.
NFL, there was like somebody that was hired just for that, but usually someone on staff that is in charge of like special situations and clock management.
Yeah.
Like to remind the coach when they can call timeouts, when they should take a knee, when they should review something from the booth. There's usually one person. So it's usually like booth reviews, like the head coach gets poo-pooed on when they get them wrong, but it's usually somebody else telling them to review. A lot of time clock management happens that way too. So I don't know what the role is. I kind of wonder the same thing during the game though.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Will we finally assemble an OTB shotgun party? We got to come up with a tailgate. Let me do this, Bilbo. Let me talk to Trey at Pro Dreams. Maybe we can come up with something. It's where we do the shows on Thursdays during home games. Maybe we can come up with something and, charge a little bit and get it catered and, have a couple cold pops, something like that, Yep. Maybe we can get that done. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Friend debate. Help me settle it. Are the Saints just as close to winning the division as the Cowboys are to winning their division? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
They actually probably have a better chance.
They probably actually do have a better
Cowboys
chance.
division is better.
I got one here. Jake and Matt. I heard Rattler call it zipper a few times during the game. Do y'all think that's a play or a protection call? Like if it's a kill, whatever it is. My immediate reaction would be like football's not that hard. It's not rocket science.
Hey, they were calling even and odd. Did you catch it on the
Yeah,
broadcast?
I did. They were calling even and odd.
So Knox was watching the game with me. He's my 13-year-old, and I heard him with the calls. So I got run left, run right. He's like, "How'd you know that?" I was like, "I don't know, man."
Yeah.
It's like, well,
zipper to me, I would just stick to the basics for week one. It'd probably zone to the right with a Z and an R in the
zipper's
word.
definitely,
zone
without
to the right.
question, zone to the right.
Now, I've had zipper in a couple different. Zipper used to be on one of my offense, a motion.
Zipper used to be a concept.
There's a pass concept on one offense. Another concept or another offense, it was a motion. So the Z is zipper motioning in, where he wouldn't get all the way to the line of scrimmage, just like a short motion in for the Z receiver. But if he's making an audible, it's definitely zone right, I would assume.
Certainly if he put a number to it. If you put a number or an even and an odd, without question, that's what that is.
Yeah, and I've never had a run, I was in a lot of offenses, but I never had a run play that was called a zipper or a protection that was a zipper.
No.
So zone right would be.
No, we can go over protection names maybe later on, but no, I've never had that. I've had zipper can be a run or a two-man route combination. I've had that.
Yep.
But I can't imagine what zipper call would be on a protection.
You could and a lot of times it's not always an R and L. So if you have one that's clearly an R, so zone right, zipper, you could do something that's opposite of that, like a button, which would go left.
Yeah,
which doesn't have an
sure.
L, but it's or Velcro or something like that would go left.
Left and right, you can have. I've been in an offense that politicians that lean left were to the left.
Yeah.
And then politicians who lean to the right
funny.
were to the right.
Yeah.
So Clinton was to the left, Bush was to the right.
Mm-hmm. Or left coast, right coast.
Have you had that?
Yeah. We had politicians.
Yeah.
We had left cities, right cities.
For sure, us too.
It all.
Yeah, we have military
Austin.
bases and where they were. Yeah. Pendleton was to the left, and I guess we'd have Bragg to the right, Pendleton to the
I
left.
think we had something that was left-handers and right-handers.
Oh yeah, we had Young Montana.
Oh yeah,
That was.
like Randy Johnson,
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan, something like that.
You better know your sports history.
Got to know it.
I can't read that one, Daniel.
You know that, Daniel. Come on. Come on, D.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Favorite on-field trash talk moment during a Florida game you played in? The dumbest one that I ever had. So Brandon Spikes was habitual line crosser under the pile. He was. And look, he's a great player, and I'm not even mad at him. That's what you do against your rival. He made me mad one time, though, because he did something that was crossing the line a little bit. And he started talking, and we line up, and I'm like, hey, we're running right here. We're running in this gap right here, the A gap right here. It's me and you. We're going to meet each other right here. And it was dumb. It was stupid, but we picked up the first down.
We did it.
Because he made me mad. I'm like, oh, you're talking big. Hey, this is where we're running. We're going to run that ball, right in this A gap right here.
Look, in 2007, not everything we did was smart.
No.
But we did it. Yeah. We did the hell out of it. OTB Mailbag, just parentheses, Flynn and Alondra only, ball knowers. Are we worried about Nuss's deep ball? Or is it that's something that can be cleaned up? Yes, it's something.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it at all. He just had his footwork a little bit off the other day. It was La Tech. Who cares?
I'm not worried about it with somebody like Aaron Anderson out there either.
Baller. Certified top 10 pick, clearly.
How are you a ball knower? I went 5 for 5, and Alondra's the only one on the pontoon parlay that hit. How are you included?
I went 3 for 0 this weekend.
Yeah, how are you included in that?
But I also don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it's because you've...
Not Alondra, but Jake. Even a blind squirrel, bud. Blind squirrel finds a nut.
Because you've missed deep balls before. They wanted to go through the experience.
You learn from your mistakes, okay? Got to.
All right, our guy Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football, joins us when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to campusfederal.org. One of the cool things we've been telling you about over the last couple of days and weeks is like they got a checking account for everyone, right? A little Lanyap Light checking account. If that one is the one that speaks to you, then you're able to go to the website, see all that information, and you can open that account right there on the website. But look, they got multiple different accounts depending on where you're at right now in your life. And so they are always there for you. They've got locations throughout the state of Louisiana. You go to the website today, you can sign up for that account. Again, it is right there on the homepage. Go ahead and find out all that information. Go to campusfederal.org.
That's right. Are you ready to bank smarter and keep your money local? Why settle for these big old national banks when you can join a credit union that invests back into the state of Louisiana, back into Baton Rouge, and cares about your financial future? So stop by any Campus Federal branch or visit campusfederal.org.